Jeanette Van Houten has lived in Union Beach her whole life. Her family bought this house almost 50 years ago, but in 2012, Hurricane Sandy caused so much damage, the family came together one day and decided to tear the house down.
Pretty much our whole entire family came just to say, kind of bye. That was a hard day. It was odd because it was mixed emotions, you were sad, because that was your childhood. That was the home that your parents brought their children home to.
The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers says that hurricanes like Sandy can become more frequent and destructive in the future. The Corps says there could be damage to the Jersey Shore totaling around $1 billion. Experts say as the Earth gets hotter, ice in the poles begins to melt and sea levels begin to rise. The East Coast is experiencing the highest rates of sea level rise, and because of this, there can be more flooding and storm surges. Hurricanes can become powerful enough to destroy houses and businesses along the shore. These beach towns seem to be trapped in a double whammy situation with flooding and powerful hurricanes. Ying Sui is a geoscientist and professor at Montclair State University. Sui says that the intensity of hurricanes is caused by warmer temperatures. The warmer it is, the more evaporation there will be. Therefore, more water is being collected by the atmosphere. The more water collected means more rainfall and stronger storms.
Along with the hurricanes, it's not just the higher amount of precipitation, it's also the wind, right, that's brought with the hurricanes.
Like many other residents after Hurricane Sandy, Michael Colombo had to raise his house to avoid flooding from future storms. But he doesn't feel threatened by climate change and the potential damage. Colombo owns the Right Coast Surf Shop in Seaside Park. He's been living there since 1978. He's a surfer, and he says that he hasn't seen much of a difference in the shore.
No, I'm not concerned about it. I really am not. I mean, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. I'll just know next time to get out of Dodge.
So, can any of these threats to the Jersey Shore be avoided? The Corps suggests storm surge barriers, tide gates, and flood walls for some areas.
So people talk about building, seawalls or levees, right, to protect the infrastructure, or just kind of move people out of the coastal area, right, move them more inland, right? But a lot of people care about their beach properties because, they're valuable and it's a nice location for summer vacations.
These suggested solutions are very expensive and time-consuming for the towns and residents. Jeanette says her house now stands 25 feet taller than it used to. The question now is if raising houses, flood walls, and barriers enough to withstand the threats of climate change? For Montclair News Lab, I'm Genesis Obando.